When it comes to shopping, us Brits can blow a fortune.
That's what I want, a single solitaire.
But how can we control our spending?
30,000 or something like that.
I'm business journalist Steph McGovern.
7,000.
What? I want to help make our money go further.
We are bringing down your spending.
And I'm Alex Jones.
Sale!
I know only too well the traps consumers fall into.
How many times have you used that then?
I haven't.
We challenging families
No!
to try money-saving alternatives.
So we can all learn how to shop well for less.
Ooh,
We're talking hard cash.
Really?
that is amazing.
Our job here is done.
Whoa, look at all the paint.
This week,
Look at all the toys.
a family whose click-click shopping is out of control.
How many parcels to get delivered?
Daily.
Daily?
But can Alex and I crack their compulsive spending habits
Oh, my life.
before it's too late?
First things first, give your mobile phone. Oh, that's nice, says Mike.
We're in the West Midlands with a family who need to snap out of their shopping habits.
We're the Murphys!
Dad Jason is a CCTV fitter and Mum Kerry is a teaching assistant.
Does mine live on a farm?
Yes.
And they have 3 daughters, Sophie 11, Gracie 8 and Esme 3.
Kerry's the boss.
You've always got to have the last say,
I
though.
forgot I've done that.
You've always got to walk off, and as you walk off, you'll mutter the last saying, and I'll go, I heard that. I heard that. No, I can't have it.
Because Kerry does like to shop.
I am definitely the biggest spender in this household. My spending is majoritively online.
Which means every item is just 1 click away.
12-foot pink cover. There we go.
I would order 2 or 3 items per evening.
And Kerry isn't picky. She buys all sorts from gym gear to colouring books.
I will spend my money on anything. I absolutely fall for every advertising gimmick. I'll just buy anything that I think is great.
She's forever buying stuff for the kitchen.
This little gadget, you put the large tomato in there. It is a courgette spaghetti thing.
In fact, I don't even like courgettes.
I'm like, Mum, you don't need it.
We use it on pancake day.
We use it once a year.
They may not be expensive purchases, but Kerry clicks a lot.
She buys us lots of teddies. I can't count because we've got so much.
You spent 100 quid this week.
Have I?
Yeah.
To help Kerry limit her 1-click spending, £200 a month is put into a separate account just for her.
But then we still have, like, the other cards on, like, PayPal and Amazon.
When I'm clicking away at night, nothing enters my head about the fact I've actually got to pay it because it's not money. It's not money in my hand and you're just clicking away.
Kerry also puts her creative talents to good use around the house.
It was a peach before.
It wasn't peach. I don't buy peach against red.
It looks a different colour.
My parents decorate the house a lot.
I like the house to look nice. I like everything to be perfect.
Which means decorating for the Murphys is more than just a lick of paint.
Now we need a new sofa. Now we need a new telly. Now we need some more furniture.
And everything has to match.
Wallpaper's all new. Then we matched it with the green curtains. New lamps matching flowers. Wardrobes were all new.
We don't budget for the decorate, we just literally go for it. It's got to be the kitchen after this one.
The kitchen, yeah, so I can't gone off the purple.
Between the endless decorating and 1-click shopping, Jason and Kerry certainly know how to spend. But there is one saver in the family.
On my door, I have a Florida fund, so we can save to go to Florida. My mum and dad basically put all the loose change, put it in this little bag, and then I'll put it in the main Florida fund. There's £40. Yeah, £40.
The driving force for our change at the minute is this Florida holiday. So we are trying to desperately save. We want to make the change now because I am out of hand. And I will spend ridiculously on stuff that I just don't need.
So Steph and I have arrived in Walsall to help the Murphys make some big changes.
Oh, have photos.
And we start in with shock tactics. Before they can save for that Florida holiday, they need to see exactly where they overspend. So with the Murphys out, we're raiding their house
I love going through people's cupboards.
to gather evidence for our surprise pop-up shop.
Oh, NutriBullet.
Yeah, classic.
They are really expensive.
Inside every cupboard is a gadget of some sort.
Oh, here we go.
What's in there?
Just loads more gadgets. What's this?
This is a spiralizer to make courgette spaghetti. Oh, here we go.
What is that?
That is to cut tomatoes.
What is it?
I think it's to get juice out of fruit.
How do you know all this? Like, how do you actually know all this?
Because I watch those shopping channels when I'm bored and they sell things like this.
And I must admit, I've been tempted a few times.
Everything matches though, doesn't
I
it?
know. But does it mean that when she paints the wall that she has to buy all the gadgets
To match.
again to match?
Oh, look, they've got one of those posh bins and you end up having to buy the bin bags. They're special maker bin bags. They look like one of those families who basically falls for adverts.
There's loads of ways we can save the money just in this room.
And pretty much everywhere else too.
Look how many DVDs they have. Yeah.
Look at all the toys.
I know. Are they the type of family who just buys loads and loads of toys for the girls without kind of thinking what they've already got?
Yeah.
Although there does appear to be one thinker in the family.
Hi, please donate to the Florida Fund. And there's some little coins in there.
Oh, what have we got in here? Oh, it's a little savings box. Oh, she's like a little version of me.
And the similarities don't stop there.
Oh, look at this. Do you know they're pricey, these, though? I remember when I did dancing when I was a kid and
What sort of dancing?
Irish dancing. What are you laughing at?
Well, I wasn't expecting that. Or this.
Whoa! Look at all the paint. What do you think they're digging for with all them spades?
Oh, my goodness.
Do you think they buy everything in mass? Balls, paint,
Paint,
spades.
Kitchen gadgets.
What's this? Please don't take to the neighbours. I think they're sick of me now. Leave it behind the gate.
That says a lot about their shopping habits.
It certainly does. So we better get cracking by moving stuff out of the Murphys.
Well, this is good practice for me, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Into our very own pop-up shop.
Our guess is that Jason and Kerry have no idea how much they've spent on all of this. So we need to track them down and tell them.
Hello, Jason and Kerry.
Hello.
You ordered a latte, I believe.
Yeah, can we interest you in a coffee?
Shocked?
Very.
You look a bit shell-shocked, don't you?
I am, yeah.
But we haven't got time to drink this coffee,
Yeah.
unfortunately. We're going to have to get it to take away because we need to have a serious chat with you two.
Okay.
Are you up for it?
Yeah, definitely, yeah,
Right,
definitely.
come with us then.
Hopefully our pop-up shop will shock Kerry and Jason into making some big changes in the way they spend.
You pop in first.
Oh, my
Oh, my God.
This is not all
This
out.
looks familiar. You've really gone on that.
Jay, why do you need so many spades?
It's not really you.
How do you feel seeing all this?
Can't believe it actually fill a shop.
It's not actually everything.
This is just some of it.
Look at all the gadgets I'll put in the kitchen. My crisp maker, I like that though.
Crisp maker, did you say?
Yeah, this makes crisp.
No, it doesn't.
Fat-free. This spiralises.
Oh, yeah,
it.
courgette. How many
Courgette,
times
yeah.
have you used that then, Kerry?
I haven't.
And it's not just the spiralizer that's been bought and forgotten.
I brought that because I made a trifle once, so it needed to whip the cream.
How much did that trifle cost then in total?
£20.
Probably an expensive trifle.
That's nice though.
And then there's the smoothie
Yeah.
maker.
I was trying a fad diet where you needed to make shakes.
So what's this then?
I've got no idea.
It was a toy that makes fruit kebabs, actually.
So how useful is that then?
Well, it's not. I haven't used it really.
Kerry. You're buying things you don't need.
How do you end up buying all this stuff?
Someone bought one on Facebook. This is amazing, so I ordered one.
Oh, do you fall for ads and
yeah.
people
Yeah,
saying
she
stuff?
definitely does.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Can I ask you about the bin as well? They are really pricey, brand new, aren't they?
That was £130.
£130
Yeah.
for a bin?
It's the bin bags as well,
Yeah,
though.
you
Do you
gotta-
buy
yeah.
the official ones that go with this bin?
Yeah, they're like £15 for a pack of 30, I think.
They not. For
Yeah.
bin bags?
And then we go through 14 a week because there's 2. Then we empty the bin every day.
That is one dear dustbin.
So, do you have any idea, you know, taking the bin and all the rest of it into account, how much you've spent on gadgets that you've used a couple of times or sometimes never?
I wouldn't know, to be honest.
Well, we have. And in terms of what you've spent on kitchen gadgets, it's £700.
OK. That's spending money on holiday, that
It
one.
is, and it could be.
A lot of this is probably wasted money, isn't it?
Yeah.
And unfortunately for our impulse shoppers, the waste isn't limited to the kitchen.
There are 34 balls in your garden. So how many balls do you kick about at the same time?
We found a garage full of spades as well.
And actually the total, we estimate, is about 75 quid just on buckets
Really?
and spades,
Oh,
which
wow.
is, you know, it's a lot.
And you've got 140 quid's worth of balls. What about board games then? Do you know how many you've got of them?
There's only about 15, I think. Yeah.
More.
Higher!
25, 30.
Higher!
Oh, my God.
You have actually got 37 board games.
37.
And the total that we estimate is nearly £500 just on board games.
And they don't use them.
No, they don't.
We don't
They're
play
just
with
stuck in the
it.
cupboard.
Then there's things like this. What is it?
Gracie wanted that. That was £80.
No, it wasn't £80.
It is because it's all like digital. You meant to sort of interact with it.
In hindsight, do you feel like that was a waste of money?
Oh
though?
God, yeah, definitely.
Where do you buy most of your stuff then?
Online,
How many parcels do you get delivered?
daily.
Daily?
I was going to say monthly.
Can't tell you monthly, but I know daily is about 3 to 4.
3 to 4 a day?
Yeah, the kids have only got to say they want something,
They always want
and I'll
something.
order it.
To be fair, Kerry's not on her own. When it comes to buying toys for kids, Britain has the world's second highest spend, with parents paying out on average just over 50 quid a month. Although with 3 to 4 parcels a day, the Murphys could well and truly trump that.
The problem with you, Kerry, is these deliveries.
And it makes the kids not really value what they do have. If they know there's something new coming every day, no wonder that ugly-looking gremlin ends up in the corner.
It's all bought in love, but the reality is these toys haven't come cheap.
All the toys come to 5K.
No
£5,000. Yeah, they do.
But it's not just toys keeping their postie busy.
Where do you buy most of your online stuff from?
Amazon and eBay
And how often are you buying?
every night.
Every night. So do you realise how much you're spending, though, if you're doing it every night?
No, because you don't physically see the money, do you? I just click it. One click and it's here.
Yeah, what did you buy last night online?
I've ordered a phone case for a Gracie. I ordered one and the wrong size came. So we've ordered her the one
So
for
did you
her
send
phone.
the wrong one back?
No,
you
it's in
never
the
do.
cupboard. I can't be bothered.
Perhaps she will be bothered when we tell them how much Kerry's clicks have cost.
We just looked at your Amazon spend for 9 months.
How much do you think Kerry spent in those 9 months?
£400?
£400.
Yeah.
Come on, Kerry, what do you think?
1,000.
Double it and add some.
You spent nearly £2,500.
We don't have that money.
Well, regardless, the big figures keep rolling in.
Do you know how many DVDs you've got?
No.
176.
Really?
Are there some there that you've just watched the once?
I'd say most of them.
Do you know how much they're worth?
No.
Go on then.
£2,000.
No.
Whoa!
Yeah.
On 22 adult colouring books, Kerry's clicked up a spend of £160.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And they're all just sat in the cupboard because I actually don't go and
No,
do
you
anything with them.
But colouring books aren't Kerry's only creative splurge.
How often are you redecorating your house?
Probably doing something every month.
Every month. So you've been in your house for 11 years.
Yeah.
How many times, for example, has the lounge
You
changed?
said 7.
7
What?
times?
8.
Maybe 8.
7 or 8, yeah.
7 or 8?
My colour scheme will change, so then I need new cushions and new curtains and new...
When you go into your kitchen, it's very purple. So if you were to change the colour, would that mean that all of those bits and pieces would need to be chucked out and you need more stuff?
Yeah.
Do you try and sort of put a stop to this, Jason? Do you say, you know, we've just done that room, we don't need to do it again?
No, to be honest, I like decorating, making things look
See, all
nice.
that's bad.
Yeah, I'd say. I'll admit that one, yeah.
Do you want to know how much money you spent last year on redecorating?
Go on then.
So you spent £4,800. I'll be honest, I can see the colour from Jason's face has gone from that figure. How do you feel hearing that?
It's a lot, yeah, it is.
Well, with the toys and that now, that's the holiday, isn't it?
You could just stop redecorating.
We could dial that down a bit, couldn't we?
We could dial it down massively, to be fair.
And not just the decorating, because we've totted up how much all of this comes to.
Now, can you stomach just one more figure?
No, I don't think I can.
Well, you're going to have to. Everything we've looked at today in this shop, we estimate that all of that is worth 16,500.
Oh, wow.
Makes you feel sick when you hear them numbers, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You don't realise how much it actually adds up to.
Do you have any savings at all?
No.
And how close are you to the bread line, would you say, every month? Is there literally nothing left?
Yeah, there's nothing left.
Yeah.
The good news is there's loads we can work on. Are you up for it?
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
Right, first things first, give us your mobile phone. We're going to take the internet off that, love, because you're not doing your online shopping every night.
And confiscating Kerry's phone is just the start.
If Kerry and Jason are serious about saving for a family holiday to Florida, then they've some big changes to make.
The biggest problem is how much Kerry spends online. I mean, we have to make her see that she's got to curb it and start saving money.
But what about all the redecorating as well?
I
And
know.
matching everything in the house?
That has got to stop. Come on, off we go.
Time to kick our Murphy's money-saving mission into action.
Oh, my life.
Oh, where's my lovely bean?
Hopefully, our swaps will open this family's eyes to alternatives that could help us all spend less.
I didn't know you could buy stuff without a name on.
It's nice, though.
Matches.
Most of our substitutes are cheaper. But to really test this brand-loyal bunch, some items might not have been switched at all.
Look at you I will definitely tell if that is different. If it is the cheaper one,
Yeah.
it will rip my skin.
During our experiment,
Is that my camera?
we want Kerry to try out some creative swaps.
Oh, look over there, Mum.
To stop her clicking her time and money away.
Oh, my life.
Plus, we need to reverse the whole family's money mindset.
You're off to a car boot.
sale. That means sell some stuff.
Go on.
That.
No, that's really good.
They could flog some DVDs too and have their movie night without buying a new release every week.
We've enrolled you in a month's free trial, giving you access to 80,000 movies and TV episodes to rent.
Yeah, we can get some popcorn.
You certainly can. However, there is an outright ban on any more paint or balls.
Oh, look at the ball!
Do you know, I'm going to find that well hard to not buy a football.
Yeah, I think enough's enough. No more buying, you missus.
Well put, Gracie, and to help Mum stifle her spending, we've swapped her virtual money for hard cash.
You will no longer receive your £200 monthly allowance to your bank.
Hopefully, physically seeing the £200 will make Kerry consider money more carefully.
And it's going to be so obvious if I've took one.
Because for this family to really save big, Kerry's nightly clicks need to stop.
Oh, my life, I won't even be able to use that. You're kidding me, aren't you?
And that's brilliant, that is.
That's not brilliant at all.
Brilliant.
Say, Gracie, should we swap? I'll have your phone.
I don't think that's going to happen, Mum.
There's no internet linked to the phone at all. It's terrible. It's terrible. I'm going to hate it.
Let the swap experiment commence.
It's morning, and we are hoping to show our refurb fanatics wiser ways to spend their cash.
These feel ever so much squishier.
The Murphys love revamping their lounge, and that nearly always includes a sofa.
I reckon this is probably the same price as ours.
I reckon it's a bit cheaper.
Do you?
Jason and Kerry paid over $1,800 for a corner sofa, which they then split in two.
So I've got a feeling the corner one
It's dear.
is dearer, which we don't use as a corner suite.
The separate sofas we've given them cost less than £470, a saving of over £1,300.
I think it's a swap.
Yeah, I think I'll swap
I'd
it.
keep this
I think
one.
it looks better.
It looks nicer than ours. The only thing I will miss about it is I don't have my poofy thing. I'd have to do this instead. Now, look.
But there's no time for putting your feet up, Kerry. I want your verdict on the curtains.
Well, I like them.
Why?
They're nice.
They're just stiff and
They're
horrible.
nice. I like the colour.
Clearly out of a package.
When Kerry refurbed this room, she opted for made-to-measure curtains at a cost of £120. Our ready-made alternatives cost less than £55.
So, did you say these are cheaper?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they look nice.
No, they don't.
They
no.
do?
No.
Well, I'll buy them.
Well, you can go live with them in another flat on your own.
Kerry's not the only one passionate about her decor. In a lifetime, the average Brit blows over £36,000 revamping their home. But could we all be rolling back the cost of our paint jobs? Jason's going to test 5 rollers to find out.
So how often are you buying rollers?
Every time, you know, we buy a pot of paint, I buy a new roller.
What type of price would you say you normally pay for them?
Probably a £5.
The 5 here range from a couple of quid to just under a tenner. But which roller will Jason think is the best?
I like that one.
What's caught your eye about
It's
that?
the lines on it.
Lines
Just
on
looks
it.
like it's going to paint better.
Seriously, is that what you're judging on?
Well, the first roller Jason's trialling is stripe-free, and it's the second priciest.
What do you think of it?
Looks a bit like 1960s,
Does,
the
doesn't
old
it?
wood
Yeah.
effect.
Each roller gets just 1 coat of paint.
Covers it quite nice.
And Jason is judging each on their handling, coverage and finish.
I mean, that looks quite nice. How do you feel about it?
I don't like it. Too heavy.
Next, a value roller and the lowest priced in the paint-off.
Cheap. I can lift it easier.
Yeah. It's covering it, though. Like,
It
it's
is.
going further than the other one did.
Now a roller in Jason's usual ballpark price.
Don't turn, look. Oh, look at that. Just scrapes it on.
That texture looks lovely, though.
Yeah, it's smooth.
Next is by a leading brand, the most expensive, and it comes with stripes.
No, that's a roller, that is. I will have to admit, it's not painting
As well as you
as
thought it
well
would.
as I thought it was. It's actually run out now.
The last roller is by a big brand and is the mid-priced roller in the contest.
2 stripes, though, on this one. That feels better than the rest of them. I reckon this is the pricey one.
And you think it's what, because of the stripes?
Yeah, these have got 2 stripes.
Looking at all of them now,
Yeah.
which one do you think has done the best job?
I'd have to say this one. Painted more.
This is a Harris roller, and it costs £7.
Right.
Would you class that as expensive?
Yeah, because I normally say a £5.
So maybe his runner-up is the roller for him.
The roller you gave second place to was our little
Yeah.
friend over there. So that is a home-based value roller kit, £2.50.
Even though 250's done a good job still.
If it's done a good job, happy days.
Yeah.
Come on, let's roll on out of here.
While Steph's busy at the house, I'm off to investigate the other roll costing the Murphys a fortune.
Yeah, they're like £15.
They're not. For bin bags?
But how much should we be paying to rid our rubbish? And what do we get for our money? I've decided to find out.
Now, we've all been there, haven't we? Monday morning, wrestling to get the bin bag out of the bin, and then suddenly it rips and the contents is just all over you. So what can we do to ensure that we get a bin bag that just simply does the job?
I've come to the largest bin bag factory in the UK, which produces 600 million bags a year. to ask their sales director, Lorcan Mekitarian.
Most consumers, like myself, go into the supermarket, we feel a bit of the roll. Are we going to get a good bin bag by doing that?
Just because the bag is thick doesn't always mean that it's good quality.
Really?
I can demonstrate a thick bag here. Do you think that would be a good quality bag?
Oh, this, I would be pleased
You would
with
be
this
over the
bin
moon with
bag.
this product.
I would think this is going to sort out my bin bag problems.
This bag is, in fact, brittle. Thick bag doesn't necessarily mean it'll carry anything.
You're blowing my mind now, Lorcan, because if it's not thickness, is there any way of knowing what would make a good bin bag?
Well, a good bin bag has to be stretchy. It'll stretch and stretch and stretch, so stretchy bags are good.
Problem is, we can't walk into our local supermarkets and start manhandling the merchandise.
So what is the test that you can do then?
There's a nose test.
Oh, go on.
If you pick up a roll
What?
and it smells of the farm, and that's a clue, you then
Oh.
might be onto something good.
Let me compare.
That's a kind of a burnty
That's
kind of...
a burnt plastic, so we don't want that.
No, you want...
That's definitely got a bit of a field about
Yeah.
it.
Turns out the black bin bags here are made from recycled polythene, some of which comes from industrial sources like pallet wrapping, and others are all silage bale wrap from farms.
If you start off with a good raw material, you end up with a good bin bag.
So you've got your polythene. What happens next then?
We've got to clean it and grind it because it's going to have contaminants on it. And those contaminants will vary from paper labels, if it comes from an industrial source, or it's soil and straw if it comes from the farm.
Once washed and ground, the polythene is then fed into a big heated barrel, which melts it at 200 degrees to form pellets. These pellets are then blown and remelted into this giant bubble, which turns them into bin bags. The more farm polythene used, the stronger the bag. But does that make them more expensive?
Where should we be looking in the region of to get a decent quality bin bag?
You need to be in the premium section, and these typically retail for £2.99, £3 a roll for 20 sacks. If it's a roll of 80 for £1.99, you can deduce from that where you're going to be on quality.
But is it really worth paying the extra? Lorcan sent me to the test lab to see just how much more a premium bag can take over an economy one.
So let's start with the economy.
Place it over the vacuum.
3, 2, 1, straight through. I mean, a heavy apple on that bag would be doomed.
So how will the premium perform?
I've got the same weight as before. This is the 70 gram.
3, 2, 1.
And obviously it's found straight off the bag. You can't see any little holes. It's not split through the bag.
Now that's the bin bag I've been looking for.
So you do get what you pay for?
Yes, definitely you do.
Well, it seems to me that bin bags is the one area where you can't scrimp. Give it a bit of a smell and see how stretchy it is. And if you find one you like, just stick to it.
Back in Walsall,
These are the bin bags.
we've given the Murphy's supermarket own brand black bin liners, costing £2.70 for a pack of 20.
Our normal bin bags, we have to have 2 because both bins every day are changed.
Buying these instead of their branded bin bags would save the Murphys over £50 a year.
With the recycling, you can just empty that straight in, so I wouldn't need a bag.
Good idea, Jason. Using fewer bags would save you even more for that family Florida fund. And if they bought these bins instead of the dual compartment branded bin, well, they'd have saved over £110.
They just look shocking. So they're a swap and those are a no swap. Plastic, white, don't match.
And this couple do like everything to match, which means new furnishings and accessories each time they decorate. But we want to show them they don't have to change everything every time.
I mean, they feel nice.
The price is nice too. From a high street catalogue shop, they're 40 quid cheaper than their purple branded ones.
I think these are more expensive than our ones.
Do you?
Yeah.
The utensils have fooled them.
Just try the beans in.
But will they realise we've gone back to basics on the microwave?
The other one we had a grill and an oven on it, which we don't really use.
We've never used. I don't even know how to do it.
Exactly. This is why we've given you this simpler microwave, 90 quid cheaper.
They're perfect for your beans on toast.
And today's toast will be done in an unbranded silver, non-purple appliance.
I do like the colour. Stains. When you decide to change the colour of the walls, we haven't got to change all these.
No, because
they will match.
Spot on. And to top it off, it's £22 cheaper too, and a supermarket own brand.
Perfect.
Like the Murphys, us Brits are partial to a slice of toast. In fact, around 50% of us choose toast over any other breakfast. And as is the most important meal of the day, we need to make sure the toaster we buy is up to the job. So we've come to a water sport charity in the southwest to ask its members to put 5 to the test.
Not so bothered about the style of the toaster as long as it makes good toast.
I like slightly golden brown, but not like burnt or anything.
Hoping to be top of the pops are a budget toaster by Cookworks, a mid-priced bestseller by Russell Hobbs, big brand Bosch, the second priciest, mid-range brand Breville, the second cheapest, and finally a top-end luxury toaster by Dualit. First, our testers are judging them on looks.
I think it looks cheap and plasticky.
It's got more features on that one.
I think that's my favourite one.
That looks like the mother of toasters.
Now it's time to taste the toast.
Crunchy on one side, but soft on the other.
Down here, it's just completely burnt, so that's not an even toaster, really. That looks quite good, actually.
It does have a lot of crunch there.
This is good.
Yeah, I think it's
like
a
the
reasonable
look.
toast. It was an even toasting.
After the tasting and rating the design of the toasters, it's time to find out which the testers think is the best.
That's the winner! Yeah, that's the winner!
The mid-price toaster came out on top, with the budget buys at the bottom of the table.
To make toast, for the price, you'd go for this one. Yeah?
Definitely.
Back in the West Midlands,
Oh, how many buttons you got to press just to send a message? We could get a phone, yeah?
as well as swapping one-click shopper Kerry's smartphone for a basic mobile, we've also replaced the £200 spending money that goes into her bank account for cold, hard cash. Now, if she wants to shop, she'll have to physically go out and spend it.
How have we been doing?
Well, there are 4 notes in there. I think I've done really well.
Was it hard just to look at the money and say to yourself, I'm not going to spend it?
No, it was hard. Because I like to spend.
You certainly do. Kerry usually keeps busy with one-click shopping, but today we're keeping her busy in other ways.
Oh, wow, that's really nice. Really nice pages as well.
We've replaced Kerry's 22 unused colouring books for one artist pad.
I'm going to have a go at doing a cheetah.
This pad was just under £13. The colouring book collection Kerry bought online cost nearly 160 quid.
That 160 quid could have been like saved, couldn't it? And I could have just bought a sketch pad. But this is where I don't think properly and I don't think about what I'm doing. So hopefully, you know, I'll learn to think a bit better.
Oh, brilliant news.
I definitely think this is a swap. I'm already enjoying doing this.
Shopping online wasn't just a convenience for Kerry, it had become an expensive habit. And to show us just how easily we could all fall into the one-click trap is consumer expert Avi Shankar.
I don't know about you two, but I increasingly am spending more and more of my money online. What about you?
I buy a lot of stuff online and it's convenience for me.
Too much, some would say.
No!
You pick up your phone, you store all your credit card details, your delivery address details, and basically what it does is it shortens the time between you making the decision to buy it and paying for it.
Right.
It means it's just seconds.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
And retailers know that. The shorter they make that time, the more likely you are to make an impulse purchase.
Avi's showing us how some brands are reducing this time even more.
So to make one-click shopping even quicker, without the use of a mobile phone, we have these. They're called dash buttons.
What is it? Is it... So Play-Doh, is this a direct line?
Yeah, you've just ordered a job lot of Play-Doh to be delivered to your house.
That is bizarre.
Well, look, let's imagine this one, OK? Where do you think you might place that in the home?
Oh, next to the loo.
Next to the loo. So when you run out of toilet paper, all you have to do is press that button and a delivery of toilet paper will arrive at your home the next day.
Not while you're sat on the loo.
What they're trying to do is to ram home the convenience for consumers.
And you're locked into their brands as well, aren't you? Because once you have one of these, you're going to constantly keep buying from that brand, and that might not be the cheapest.
No, of course.
No.
Convenience does come at a cost.
It most certainly does. And for the Murphys, their one-clicks and decorating is costing them their holiday to Florida. So we've come up with an idea.
Hi, come on, girls.
Because we've noticed matching interiors isn't Creative Kerry's only talent.
I did photography and qualified with a photography course and certificate under my belt. I just didn't do anything with it.
Well, we think it's about time she did.
That's perfect. 1, 2, 3.
So we've arranged a photography session with Kerry and her friends' daughters.
You're doing very good posing, girls.
Doing this in her spare time
Nice big smile. 1, 2, 3.
means she's fueling her creativity for free and not online shopping.
Look at your sister, Laurie.
So what does she think?
I've never actually taken photos of anybody else's kids. I just always have my own. It was really good. I enjoyed it.
Time to strike whilst the iron's hot. So I'm back to ask Kerry to commit to some big changes.
Where do you think this spending habit came from?
Money's always burnt a hole in my pocket. I've never been a saver.
So would you consider deleting the shopping apps off the phone? Because that is your downfall, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, because if they're not on there, then I'm not going to pick it up, am I?
I think we need to do this now. So we've got the phone here.
Yeah.
Around a third of online shopping sales in the UK are now done via smartphones and tablets.
I've got 3 shopping apps.
Accessible 24/7, the convenience is great.
So we're holding down and we're uninstalling.
But it does mean we could end up doing a Kerry and buying things we just don't need.
Gone.
There's the one commitment done.
But I'm not done. I've had 2 of the pictures Kerry took of a friend's children put on canvas.
That is lovely, isn't it? And then
Did
so
I
we've
take
got. Yes, you did. You're one of the most creative women I've come across. You know, everything we talk about, you're like, oh, and then we changed the paint there because I love this colour, and then oh, see those photos, I took those pictures. You know, you've got so much to offer. You could be doing so much more with your time, couldn't you?
Yeah, I could.
Have you thought about doing photography in a more professional capacity?
That was the intention when I did the course.
And you know what? By doing photography, by selling the stuff, by getting a grip on things.
Yeah. I might get more excited about seeing the money roll in rather than roll out.
Exactly. And what will it do for your confidence?
Lots, actually.
Lecture over.
Thanks.
So a cup of tea. It was really good to see her so passionate about the photography. I think that is an area now that she will really take seriously. And of course, she has deleted the shopping apps, so she's definitely moving in the right direction.
With Alex taking care of Kerry's one-clicks, it's my turn to help the family maximise every penny they put by for that holiday to Florida. So I've decided to call a money meeting with the saver in the family, 11-year-old Sophie.
Now, when me and Alex first came into the house, the one thing that stood out more than anything is Sophie is the sensible one when it comes to money. Have we got that right?
Yeah.
So when we were looking around the house, we did find your little plastic box. I'm dead sorry. We opened it because we're nosy. Do you want to show us what's in it?
Inside is not much, it's £40.
That's a good start. £40 is still a lot of money. So do you like saving money then?
Yeah, but I do like saving money because I like counting the money and then I put it all in the pot and I'm more proud of myself.
But I've got an idea which I think will make Sophie even prouder. By making money on her money.
What I want to talk to you about is savings accounts in banks. So do you know what they are?
I've heard of them.
Yep. Dad?
We've got some, but they ain't got a lot in.
Yeah. Right, so when you put money into a savings account in the bank, you're essentially giving the bank a loan. So you're saying to them, I'm going to give you this money to do what you like with, but I want my money back one day and I want a bit extra as payment. And that extra payment they're giving you is called interest. Right. So what you want to do is you want to look for a bank account that has a good interest rate.
The best rate we could find on children's savings was around 4%, so I'm going to use that as my example.
So let's say if you put £1 into the savings account for a year, at the end of the year, they will give you that £1 back plus an extra 4p. That is the interest.
The most the family have ever saved in their Florida fund box is £340.
So let us imagine you still have that £340. So here we go. God, it's loads, isn't it?
But in a bank earning 4%, it could have been even more. And my little piggy's going to show Sophie just how much.
So how much is there?
£13.60.
Is that more or less than you imagined?
A lot more than I imagined.
So we're definitely going to sort you out with a bank account then?
Yeah.
Hooray! You're dead proud of her, aren't you?
I am a bit proud of her, yeah.
What's so great about this family is that they have Sophie. She is a little legend, isn't she? And I think by being able to help her with her savings so she can see that she can earn money from it and it's kind of locked away is really great for all the family because it's a real step for them to get that dream holiday.
So you're excited for movie night?
Yeah! Throughout our money-saving experiment, the Murphys have been trying out a whole host of swaps.
We haven't watched this one yet, have we?
No!
Wow! Shall I put it in a DVD?
Usually they buy a new release DVD every week for their Friday film night, costing them £44 a month. But we found a rental package that's just £11.99 a month, a saving of nearly £400 a year. Plus, they can hire 2 at a time, as many times as they like.
I really like the idea, actually, of just a better way of doing movie nights.
We've not just tackled the family's big spends, though. To save money...
What do you think, Esme? You like them?
Yeah.
We've swapped their day-to-day products too.
If this is not a branded one, it will leave... it dries and leaves like a smear.
Because little changes can mount up to massive savings. The Murphys usually buy a leading brand, but at 90p, this supermarket own brand is £1.60 cheaper.
No smear?
A saving of over £75 a year.
I reckon that's the same stuff. They've just disguised it in a bottle.
And Jason thought we'd done the same with his big brand body wash.
Smells the same, feels the same, so I think it's the same one.
But it's a budget supermarket own brand, over 50% cheaper at 65p a bottle.
Shaving foam. Now, I'm definitely going to know if this is a non-branded one.
Are you sure?
Looks the same, feels the same, froths up the same.
Except it's not the same. Again, from a budget supermarket, it costs £2.30 less than his usual big brand foam and would save over £50 a year.
I definitely think this is 100% mine.
So Jason's on board with our big brand swaps. But how are the girls getting on?
All the ingredients is ready for our smoothie.
We've swapped the Murphys market leader blender for a cheaper brand.
To me, that's took ages.
Theirs cost £80. Our alternative was less than 35.
Oh! I can't have a random raspberry in my smoothie. I could choke.
After a second blast, has it done the job?
It's nice.
So is it a swap?
Is it as good as my old product? Verdict after 3. 1, 2, 3.
No. So, yeah. I think yeah. The other one is expensive.
Too right, Gracie. Kerry needs to spend less on kitchen gadgets. So I've decided to take her back to basics.
Right, here we are then. Well, it's like an outdoor bakery here, isn't it?
With bread knives.
Do you often cut fresh bread, or are you more of a sliced family?
We have both, if I'm honest. We'll buy the slice for quickness, but the kids love crusty bread.
What would you look for in your dream bread knife?
Oh, it needs to be light and cut super nice and quick.
How much would you expect to pay for a bread knife?
About $14.99.
Very specific. I didn't expect that. According to experts, an excellent bread knife is a must for all households. But does the price affect the slice? Grab your weapon. We're testing 5 to find out. First up is the mid-priced knife on the table.
Oh, it's heavy, but I like it.
Each knife gets 2 chances to impress. Round 1, to cut the loaf in half. Oh, very good.
Oh, it was nice and quick, wasn't it?
Round 2, cut a slice.
That's a nice one.
That looked good, didn't it?
That was all right, that was, yeah.
All right. Will the next knife do as well? It's got a curved edge for a cleaner cut and is the second most expensive.
Much lighter than the first one?
A lot lighter, yeah.
As well as the feel of the knife, Kerry's also judging how easily they glide through the loaf.
Not as good?
I had to pull the knife a lot harder and grip the bit.
Go for a slice, then.
Can't do the last bit.
Yeah, you've got, like, a negative aura now about this knife, yeah.
No, not a good knife.
Will this knife slice any better?
Difficult, that was.
And you were really gripping it.
Yeah.
And if I was going to eat a sandwich prepared by you, I'd rather less of a grip on the bread. How was that?
Look at this. You've got jaggedy bits. I'm not impressed with that.
The next knife is award-winning. And it's the priciest in our test.
The look of it is a bit cheaper looking.
Oh, no.
Ooh, look at the pull.
Try a slice. How was that?
That second slice has ranked it a bit slightly higher, I've got to be honest. And that in second place and that one top so far.
But will our final offering and second cheapest change Kerry's mind?
This one looks like a beast.
It looks like a shark.
Oh.
Oh, it was good, wasn't
Oh,
it?
that glided. Give us a slice.
I like that one. It's up there with my other favourite one.
Are you going this one or are you going this one as the top spot?
This one, because it's lighter.
And on looks as well? Happy with it?
No, I prefer the look of that one, but because that one's lighter, this is the knife for me.
Excellent.
So for Kerry, the knife for cut above the rest is the second cheapest in our test. And in third place, the one she thought looked cheap was the most expensive.
So the knife you placed in middle position, £44.
No, I wouldn't
I
have
mean,
paid that.
you like spending money, but you draw the line, wouldn't you?
Yeah, because it did lines in the bread.
Leaving us with a clear winner. Now, this one at the end is from IKEA, £9.50. So the second cheapest. Now, the ones in your drawer are more expensive than that.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
See, so going forward, when they are blunt and you can no longer sharpen them,
go and get a cheaper one.
She's got it.
Up until this week, the Murphys have been spend, spend, spend.
I never knew we had them, Kate.
But today, it's sell, 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 as they say goodbye to their abandoned buys.
£2, yeah? Brooks are £1.
never been used, that one.
50 pence, mate. There you go.
Just on a few items, the Murphys have made over 40 quid. That's straight into the holiday pot. And doing this a couple of times a year could definitely help fuel the Florida Fund. And it's a massive change in mindset, especially for Mum.
My mum's done well because she wouldn't usually do it, so it's very cool. We sell lots of things, haven't we?
In fact, Kerry's done so well that come the end of the week, that 200 quid is still intact.
Really proud that you've managed to not spend any £50 notes.
And I am. I'm really proud.
I'm quite enjoying the fact that they're still there and we're managing to save.
What a U-turn.
Now the time's come for us to head back to Walsall to find out which swaps have got the family's thumbs up to get money in the bank for that holiday to Florida.
Well, I'm really excited to go back and see the Murphys because I think they're ready to make some pretty big, substantial changes.
Yeah, changes that hopefully will give the postie an easier life. Because, God, he's doing deliveries there every day. And all of this hopefully means they'll get that dream holiday that the family all want. And they'll be able to just sort out their finances once and for all.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing what money we can save if there is some good swaps in there.
Well, all is about to be revealed.
How did you find the whole experience then?
It's been really good. We've loved it, every minute of it.
Well, it's time to spill the beans.
Starting with the couple's kitchen gadgets.
So we swapped the blender you had with another one. What did you think of it?
Well, it left a whole raspberry.
Not a whole raspberry.
Oh! So do you think it's a product which is more expensive, cheaper, or the same?
Cheaper.
Well, Kerry's right. It was cheaper, costing just short of £35.
Which, compared to your pricey blender, is a difference of £45 and a penny.
Can we get over Raspberry Gate for £45?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Brilliant. And the kitchen servings don't end there. We de-purpled their utensils with a set from a high street catalogue shop.
So, this utensil set is £40 cheaper than yours.
Extra 40 quid for purple handles. Oh my God.
And an extra £21.99 for their branded purple toaster.
And it fitted your toasting, which we was impressed about as well.
I've seen you cut, though, fresh bread. She likes a wedge, let's just say. Right, mustard's ready.
And there's a decent wedge to be saved on the Murphy's microwave, stroke oven, stroke griddle too.
What do you actually use a microwave for?
Soup and beans.
So you paid 140 quid for your microwave, didn't you? A microwave that has functions you don't need.
It does have functions we don't need.
How much do you think this one was?
I'd say 70.
It was 50 quid. Oh, saving you
90.
90 pounds. That's loads of money.
So would you now consider buying other appliances that are not branded?
Yeah, we would,
Yeah,
wouldn't we?
definitely. Yeah.
There you are. I move in the right direction.
But cooking gadgets weren't Kerry's only one-click weakness. What about those colouring books?
22 we counted, but most of them were empty. So we swapped them for an art pad. Now this is actually £5.95 more expensive than a colouring book.
Yeah.
However, you could buy 3 of these a year and you'd be done.
Yeah.
As opposed to all those colouring books. And that would be a saving of £119.
Wow.
So no more colouring book obsession?
No.
OK.
It wasn't just colouring books cluttering up the Murphy's shelves, though. The family were spending £44 on new release DVDs every month.
So we joined you up to a subscription. So how was that?
It was really good.
The saving would be £32 and a penny a month.
A month.
A swap?
Yeah,
Definitely a swap.
definitely. We're gonna...
Great.
Now, will Jason and Kerry think more wisely next time they buy furniture?
I don't know how you all fit on this.
Because we replaced the Murphy's split corner sofa for separate 3- and 2-seater sofas, almost 75% cheaper.
I reckon this is probably the same price as ours.
You paid over £1,800 for your sofa, and the one we swapped it for was £469.
No way.
It's a saving of £1,380. I mean, what's that in terms of your dream holiday?
That's a massive amount towards it.
Wow.
And what's the saving on those day-to-day items brand lover Jason thought we hadn't swapped?
I actually thought it was the same one and I normally
Yeah, you
have.
did, yeah.
Oh my God. Swapping that one.
Jason thought it was his usual shower gel too.
Oh no.
And the difference in price, 75
pence.
a bottle. That is a saving of £78 a year.
£78.
Shower gel.
Just on shower gel.
Add that to the shaving foam, that's an annual saving of over £130. And the supermarket own brand surface cleaner would save another 77 quid a year too.
No way.
Was it their own?
And it's a saving of £1.60 for a bottle.
We'd definitely swap that.
Definitely swap that one.
Apart from a handful of items,
Proper hideous.
All right.
the Murphys agreed to 90% of the swaps we gave them.
Per packet, you would save £2.89. If you also used one recycling bag every week instead of changing it every day, the saving on an annual basis is about £100.
Just on bin bags.
So swap?
Yeah, definitely swap the bags.
But has Kerry stuck to her promise and stopped her compulsive click, click, click shopping?
Well, we're not suggesting that you use one of these going forward, but we did take the shopping apps off your smartphone. Are they still
off? Yeah.
Off?
Yeah, they're still off.
So is the postman all upset?
Yeah,
Because he doesn't come here
it's been made
anymore?
redundant.
But have you realised that you don't need to be online shopping all the time?
Yeah, definitely.
So no more one-click shopping. But how did she get on with the £200 in cash we gave her?
Yeah. So the big question is, did you spend it?
No.
And how did you feel?
It feels good now.
But going forward, what if we agreed that you would spend £100 per month instead of £200?
We'd come to an even more of a compromise, hadn't we?
Hey,
Like it.
hang on. Go
Because
on.
I'd said,
Yeah.
could I just have 45 out of that every 2 months?
That's amazing. The change since we first met you is huge.
It is.
It
It
has.
genuinely is massive.
So should we talk totals then?
Because going forward, if they stick with the ideas and all the swaps they've liked, we worked out how much they could save a year for their Florida fund.
Taking on board all of the things we've talked about with you as a family and the swaps we've done would save you £6,000.
No.
No, that's like 3/4 of the holiday.
Yes, it is, yeah.
Big pat on the back for the pair of you. You've done excellently as a family.
I feel quite emotional.
£6,000.
Gosh.
It's incredible. It's proper incredible, isn't it?
When it comes to the end of every month, you know, I'll probably have money left in the bank.
That'd be
won't we?
fair. That'd be
It would
if
be,
we've
wouldn't it?
got salary, our own salaries left at the end of a month, that would be the first time ever.
What a result. I am buzzing about
It's
that.
brilliant, isn't it? And as a family, they've changed beyond all recognition. Come on to the next one.